Good evening, sports fans. Welcome back. Todd Edwards, Brandy Show, Dew Jones working behind the camera for this second game, and we are just moments away from player introductions between Delone Catholic and Central York, a main event matchup, Brandy. I'm looking forward to it. These two schools, total of 3 losses, over 40 wins. It's going to be a tough choice. It's interesting to see who prevails in this matchup.
And Central York is number 2 in districts. They have a really balanced team. Mackenzie Wright-Rawls, Bella Chiamente, and
yes.
Jasmine Parker. And then they have freshman Olivia McCaskill. So they definitely have a beast of a team. Delone is known for their patience, their great defense, and they have not lost in the last 21 games straight.
21-game win streak. They sit atop the 4A ledger. That's Delone Catholic. 2 of the deepest lineups the league has to offer, and they're on display here at York Tech tonight. Both teams have steady point guard play. It's going to be interesting to see some threats from beyond the 3-point range.
Obviously, Central is excited, and they're definitely playing for their coach, Coach Wisner, who's out right now.
And Coach Sean Potts now filling in and doing a great job.
And obviously a tenured Jerry Eckenrode for Delone Catholic.
Well over 20 years coaching Delone Catholic. Bella Chiamente. As we are moments away from the start of our double feature tonight, featuring Delone Catholic and Central York, where the winner of this game will play and await Dallastown Lady Wildcats Friday night right here at York Tech Fieldhouse. Tip-off will be set for 7 p.m. Of course, tomorrow night, the boys' championship game will be played right here on this hardwood floor, featuring York High and Central York for the YAIAA Boys Championship. Those games will be broadcasted by Sports Shooting Stars. And we would like to thank our sponsors for this game tonight, Jay Gittinger of Lamar Advertising Company, Becky Rill of Your Medicare Solutions with Keith and Becky Rill, Inch & Company Sports with John and Jeff Inch, and John Turpak and Ron Johnson of S3 Performance Training, all sponsors for this mega matchup here featuring Delone Catholic and Central York. Both teams have combined losses of 3 over 40 wins between the two teams. As Brandy mentioned, 21-game winning streak for Delone Catholic as we are underway. Central in their white jerseys, black numbers, and the Delone Catholic Squirettes in their black jerseys with gold numbers. Bella, a 1,000-point scorer who will be playing college ball at the next level at Shippensburg University.
Not gonna lie, I'm a fan of Shippensburg. I played volleyball at Shippensburg
You were a Red
University.
Raider.
I was a Red Raider before I was a York College Spartan.
A nice move by Mackenzie Wright Rawls, who will be attending the New Jersey Institute of Technology, a Division I basketball program. Keep an eye on Mackenzie Wright Rawls,
As we
6
watch
foot
her
senior.
tonight, you'll definitely see why she's going Division I.
Yes.
That was a great block by Jazz Parker, straight up and down there.
And if fans at home have not seen Jazz Parker, we've had the chance to see her. She's a physical player underneath the net, not afraid to take some hacks.
And she also, I believe, had 100 points in soccer, which
Yes,
is like 1,000 points in
Yes.
basketball.
An impressive athlete is Jasmine Parker. And a scramble for the ball. Will be Delone's possession. And a turnover and bounce pass intended for Emily Krauthamel. Went out of bounds. Delone Catholic's possession. Delone Catholic now being patient as they swing the ball around offensively. Jump ball. Maybe it's early game jitters right now, but you see some turnovers here to get the game started here, Brandy.
We mentioned this is a completely different environment. It is loud. There is a lot of people.
Yes, there are, and of course it's a neutral site for both teams.
Although Delone was here last year.
No stranger for success. Delone Catholic under Coach Eckenrode.
And then that's going to be looked like it was going to be a jump ball.
Yes.
Olivia McCaskill came through with the ball, and the officials called a travel.
Travel called. Will be Squireette's possession. Three-point shot short.
for Delone. Big rebound by freshman Olivia McCaskill. Pushing it up for Jasmine
There's
Parker.
Jasmine Parker down low. If you just joined us, thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Star. Central York Lady Panthers with a 2-0 lead right now with just under 5.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. A three-point shot off the iron.
Bella Chimente to Mackenzie Wright
Right,
Rawls.
Rawls to the bucket. In and out.
Squirettes pushing the ball up.
It's Megan Jacoby with the ball, passes to her teammate Reese Meckley. Ella Hughes up there as a starter for Delone Catholic, along with Laura Knobloch and Caitlin Schwartz. Your starting five for Delone Catholic.
Delone taking their time to work the ball around. I had mentioned that in the beginning.
We
Delone is extremely patient with the ball.
And Mackenzie Wright Rawls with the steal, the bounce pass, and the
Bella-
put in. right now Central with a 4-0 lead. Bella with 2 points, along with her teammate Mackenzie Wright-Rawls with 2 points. And points have been a bit of a premium here early in the first quarter, but a timeout called by Coach Eckenrode, Delone Catholic. It'll be Delone's possession with 4:27 to go. Opening quarter. Ella Hughes for Delone Catholic, listed at 6'2". And a turnover.
Olivia McCaskill.
It's Olivia McCaskill to the net, and the bucket made. Right now a 6-0 lead. And she is a freshman. Olivia McCaskill, the 5'8" freshman for Central York.
We're going to be calling
Caitlin
her
Schwartz.
name for years.
No doubt. Brianna Painter getting ready to check in for Central York.
It's going to give Jazz Parker a break here with 2 quick fouls.
Brielle Bachman and Jocelyn Robertson checking in for Delone Catholic. Yeah, Jasmine Parker already with 2 fouls early. Caitlin Schwartz at the charity stripe. And a 3-point shot put up. Caskill's shot short. Delone in transition.
And one of the things that makes Mackenzie so good is her length. She has great long arms. She uses them well for defense. She's able to get her hands on so many balls.
And her brother played football for Central. Remember Taylor Wright-Rawls?
Yes.
Deep 3 off the iron. Rebound by Schwartz. Try to clean it up.
Again. And that's got to be a foul by freshman Olivia McCaskill.
Caitlin Schwartz at the charity stripe, the junior, 5'11" junior.
See if they can go ahead and put the Squarettes on the board.
They break the ice, Delone Catholic does, with first point in tonight's game. A 6-1 lead right now for Central York. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, the winner of this game plays the Dallastown Wildcats right here Friday night. Tip-off will be set for 7 p.m. as we bring the game to you all week. Tune in to Sports Shooting Stars.
One thing Delone Catholic is good at, for sure, is shooting foul shots.
And a turnover in transition, Delone. And a scramble for the ball. Jump ball. Ball does stay with Central. Deep 3, made. Emily Krauthamel with a big 3. Gives Central the lead 9-2 with just over 2 minutes to go. in the opening quarter.
Like I had mentioned, she's getting touches on those balls. It's making it hard for Delone to work the ball around.
And right now, the first quarter belongs to Central. We'll see if Delone can pick things up here as the first quarter draws near an end. Schwartz, baseline, just trapped along the baseline there. Went out of bounds. It'll be Central's possession. Olivia McCaskill checking back into the game as Emily Krauthamel will take a seat on the bench. 1:36 remaining in the opening quarter.
As you're watching these games, we don't have a player of the game for the semis, but we are looking for who you think should be the MVP of the tournament. So as you're watching, keep that in mind. Any suggestions, feel free to let us know. As we continue to watch this, the county championships coming up Thursday and Friday.
Down low. Brianna Painter just couldn't put it in there on 2 attempts. Delone now in transition with under a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Deep three, off the bank, backboard, and banks it in. It's Brielle Bachman with the three.
It's like Central's going to run out the clock here for the last shot.
They're going to hold in. Oh, banks it in. Gimente banks the shot in. 4 points for Bella.
Oh! Not only did that three rim out, they also had an opportunity on the rebound and just couldn't finish.
At the end of the first quarter, Central York 11, Delone Catholic 5. Brandy, your thoughts on the opening quarter?
It certainly was not exactly how I thought it was going to go. I definitely thought it was going to be more back and forth, but Delone could not figure out how to beat that zone. They were having too many mistakes there. I think that the coach is going to make some adjustments. I don't think it's just going to be a blowout here. They're not going to give up this easy. It's early in the game. And let's do a quick shout out to our sponsors, Apple Automotive, Becky Rill of Your Medicare Solutions, Lamar Advertising Company, S3 Performance Training, and Inch & Co Sports.
All sponsors for this big matchup tonight featuring Central York and Delone Catholic. We thank you for the sponsorships, and we thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight.
Make sure you're checking out the bottom of our screen. You're going to see all of their logos at the bottom of our screen. We could not broadcast this game without these sponsors. We pulled them out at the very last minute yesterday and today, so extremely thankful. A special shout out to Becky Rill, who tried to coordinate some extra sponsorships at the last minute as well.
Jump shot made by Reese Meckley. Reese Meckley, 5'10" freshman, Delone Catholic, with her first points.
And they're going to send freshman Olivia McCaskill to the charity line.
She has 2 points. With 7:17 to go before halftime, Central York 11, Delone Catholic 7. Olivia McCaskill makes it look easy here on her first free throw attempt.
I've been watching her come up through the system for a couple years now, and it's no surprise that that she is such a solid player. A lot of composure for a freshman.
Delone swinging the ball around here offensively, trying to find their shot.
They're going to have to work the middle better and look for a short corner pass here.
Checking in for Delone Catholic, Brielle Bachman. Laura Knobloch taking a seat on the bench. A 6-point lead for Central York, 13-7.
Shout out to some of the youth players. I see some youth girls here from New Oxford that are sitting watching the game. I see Central York. I see Delone Catholic. I see someone from Spring Grove. So exciting to see youth girls basketball players here watching such a big game tonight.
Exactly. Ciamente at the charity stripe now with 5 points. Well, as we mentioned, 1,000-point scorer, will be playing in the fall at Shippensburg University. She'll be a Red Raider. 14-7 Central right now. Down low to Schwartz for
Great
the bucket.
Pass.
Caitlin Schwartz with 4 points. And a scramble for the ball. Central with it.
Bella Chiamente for three.
Chiamente for three and drains it. You can see why she'll be playing at Chip. You can see why she's 1,000-point scorer. 8 points, leads all scorers in tonight's game. And Central right now dominating Delone Catholic 17-9. 3-point shot made by Reese Meckley, the freshman. Gives Reese 5 points. And Delone cutting into Central's lead right now, just down by 5, 17-12.
I'd be getting the ball to the freshman as she seems to be on fire.
She does, no doubt about it. Leads her team with 5 points, Reese Meckley. Followed by Caitlin Schwartz, who has 4 for Delone Catholic. Central York will maintain possession. Timeout called by Coach Gary Eckenrode. Delone Catholic with 4:18 to go.
You know, it's interesting. This is not exactly how I thought this contest was going to be. I definitely had mentioned that Central York girls, I think from an athletic standpoint, they're quicker, they're faster, but I thought Delone definitely was going to come out with a lot more pressure,
yes.
and they They're fled here in the first half.
But right now, only down by 5, Delone. With that being said, and they're still in this game, and Coach Eckenrode.
Sure. I'm a huge Delone fan. I mean, the patience that they have, the way they work the ball around, that's why I was so surprised. This is not how I thought it was going to go. Still in the ball game, a lot of time to turn it around.
And again, the winner of this game will play Dallastown right here Friday night. You want to come out, you can be here live 7 o'clock tip-off, or you can settle in the comfort of your own home and watch Sports Shooting Stars Girls Championship this Friday. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be back in action here as York High takes on Central York in the Boys Championship. It was a full week, or is a full week of basketball with Sports Shooting Stars. And a turnover now. Delone in transition. Three-point shot. Missed.
Freshman Olivia McCaskill pushing the ball up.
Down low. And McKenzie rolled.
And you can hear the smack from up here.
And the and one. 4 points for Mackenzie Wright Rawls. 6-foot senior.
We're back to an 8-point lead for Central.
A lead that they have had all game so far, but still just in the second quarter here, just over 3.5 minutes remaining before halftime. As we mentioned, Delone being rather patient here, Brandy.
Put a block on Painter from Central.
Schwartz down low on the post.
With their own rebound. Oh, and it's off of
That's
Central.
out of bounds. Delone Catholic maintains possession. And the bucket made. Nice move by Megan Jacoby. Her first points tonight. Sophomore. And a travel call. We were kind of waiting for that. Whistle blew. A 6-point lead right now for Central. 20-14. Deep three, short. Now Central in transition. Timeout called by head coach Sean Potts of Central York. with 1:49 to go. It's a 30-second timeout. As we mentioned, Central leading right now 20-14. Leading scorers for Delone Catholic, well, it's Reese Meckley with 5 points. Delone has 8 points for Central, followed by Mackenzie Wright-Rawls with 5 points.
And a quick thank you to our sponsors, Apple Automotive of York, Becky Rill of Your Medicare Solutions, Lamar Advertising Company, S3 Performance Training, and Inch & Co Sports. Without our sponsors, we aren't able to do these games, so we really appreciate everything that they do to bring the game to you.
No doubt about it. All week, yesterday, tonight, and Thursday and Friday night, we'll be here from York Tech Fieldhouse. Central with the possession. Coming off the timeout. And a three-point shot. Now Delone Catholic brings the ball up court. It's Jocelyn Robinson. Ball kicks it out.
Delone's looking for a way to work the ball in, but
they're
just not able to get it in.
And you notice the time continues to tick. I've noticed that on their possessions. Under a minute to go here before halftime. And a turnover. Now Central in transition.
Olivia McCaskill probably should have taken that, looking to give a pass to Mackenzie Wright-Rawls.
She was being unselfish there on that play. And
correct.
And now Central with the possession. Under 20 seconds to go here before halftime. Central leading 20-14 over Delone Catholic. There's Wright-Rawls. Shot cannot go in. And at the halftime, Central York 20, Delone Catholic 14. And Brandy, anything surprising here in the first half of the game?
Like I said, I was not expecting that performance from Delone. It's still early. I think they'll definitely make some adjustments. Central's on fire right now. They're making good decisions. They're playing really good defense. And that's really the difference maker of this game.
Yes, we'll mention the point scorers, the leading point scorers. For Delone Catholic, Reese Meckley with 5 points for the Squirettes. Delone with 8 points, leading scorer for Central York. It all adds up right now to Central lead 20-14 at halftime.
We're just going to do a quick thank you again to our sponsors, Apple Automotive of York, Becky Rill of Your Medicare Solutions, Lamar Advertising Company, S3 Performance Training, and Inch & Co Sports. As we head into halftime, we're going to take a short break here.
And we'll be back with more Sports Shooting Stars momentarily with Brandy Shope and Todd Edwards.
I've been asked why, and ask why right now. You know, and I've been asked that question a lot lately. Why bring this kind of facility to York County? And every day I'm reminded more and more of what our world needs is unity and coming together, and a central location where everyone can put the stresses of their life away, come in where they're all accepted, no matter what skill level, what age you are, where you're from. When you come through the doors of our facility, we want to be all one unified community coming together to push each other to be the best people they can possibly be.
Well, we're back to action, sports fans, as Central York will be moving left to right on your TV screen in their white jerseys. And we are underway here to start the third quarter. Central York with the 6-point lead, 20-14. And it's a lead they've had all game, Brandy. We'll see what adjustments were made at halftime for Coach Eckenrode as Delone's Catholic Squirettes have their first possession now of the second half. Big shot there. Jacoby with a big three. Cuts into Central's lead, now just 3. Central York 20, Delone Catholic 17.
That's going to be a foul on Mackenzie Wright-Rawls.
Go ahead, Brandy.
The coach from Central York here that has stepped in, Scott, correct?
Well, Sean Potts is the interim coach.
Sean
Scott
Potts.
Wisner, who's out for health reasons.
That's
Want
right.
to wish him the best.
I know he's watching right now.
Yes.
I'm sure he is super proud of these Central Panthers. As we get started this second half, a quick thank you to Apple Automotive of York, Becky Rill of Your Medicare Solutions, Lamar Advertising Company, S3 Performance Training, and Inch & Co. Sports.
Deep three off the iron. Rebound by Central. Giamenti now in transition for Central. And a foul called on the play. Jasmine Parker, her third foul. Sends Caitlin Schwartz to the charity stripe.
Delone cannot afford to miss those right now.
And she makes her second shot. Gives Caitlin Schwartz 5 points. As Mackenzie Wright-Rawls sets up her offense.
It's like she was trying to create an ISO there.
And that was Emily Krauthamel, her shot off the target. It'll be Delone's possession. 5:36 remaining here in the third quarter. Caitlin Schwartz, her shot misses.
They call a foul on the rebound and give Central possession back.
Rawls drives to the net. Loses possession of the ball.
That is definitely a momentum swinger anytime that you get an offensive charge. We saw plenty of those last night as well.
And talking to the referee, Mackenzie Wright Rawls.
That's her second foul.
And the lights temporarily turn off. Now they're back on here at the field house. I hope someone just didn't turn the light switch on and off, walk by. Expect the unexpected sometimes when we're live here, sports fans. And a foul called as Megan Jacoby drives to the net. Now she's going to step up to the charity stripe. Laura Knobloch checking in for Delone Catholic as Brielle Bachman takes a seat on the bench. 4:51 to go here in the third quarter.
It's a 2-point ball game. Central still has control. They haven't lost control so far this ball game.
Central's offense being patient here. Kick out.
Jasmine
Parker drains it. Big shot. Jasmine Parker, her first points tonight.
She definitely is a big contributor. Those fouls early were certainly an issue.
4-point lead right now for Central York, 22-18. With 4:08 to go.
I see in the building former Central boys coach Kevin Sheeler, who also is doing some youth basketball coaching right now for his daughters. Maybe he'll also get into girls coaching.
3 falls short by Ireland Long. You get that coaching bug like Kevin Sheeler and it just stays in you. How about it?
I think so. Once you're coaching,
you're once a coach, always a coach. Yes. As we've seen recently with West York, they've just announced their new coach, Ron Miller, who was just most recently a head coach at Dallastown. We're back to basketball here. Delone and a steal by Rawls, drives to the bucket and the easy put in. Mackenzie Wright Rawls.
And just like that, Central's up for another 6-point lead.
Caitlin Schwartz baseline, her shot off the mark.
Got to use the backboard on that.
Oh, and a turnover. Steal.
They have got to finish their layups.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Bella Ciamente now to the net.
It's a good sportsmanship between Central and the Scarlettes after a hard foul.
Just want to add in quickly, Todd. They say a lot, between Division I and Division III. It's not all about the talent. Sometimes it's just about the size. There's a lot of talent in Division III. You can see what Delone Catholic coming in at 21 and 1, I believe, start this season.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not all about the talent. It's just pretty much the size.
And we know Central has a lot of that on their side, and led by Division I commit Mackenzie Wright Rawls. And it's a lead Central has held throughout the game right now. 24-18 Central York. And, of course, the winner of this game plays the Dallastown Wildcats here Friday night. Tip-off will be set for 7 p.m. We bring the game to you as we'll have that game. And then, of course, tomorrow night we'll be back here at York Tech Fieldhouse for the boys championship game, round 3 between York High and Central York. I think a lot of our viewers know the team, know the players involved. Here we go again. It should be a classic.
It is certainly what we call a marathon here, as it will be their 3rd time together tomorrow.
3rd time, and of course in the regular season, Central prevailed both times against York High, 3-point wins. So, you know, York High's looking to maybe break that streak, and what a way to break it by potentially being county champs. Great Rawls now with 8 points. Nine points for Mackenzie Wright Rawls. She leads all scorers tonight.
Mackenzie Wright Rawls gets her hands on so many balls, making it hard for people to get through in that defense. She's an excellent addition up top in the zone and in the press.
Caitlin Schwartz down low.
And they're going to call that
foul call on Caitlin Schwartz, much to the delight of the Central York fan base here tonight. A deep 3. Ciamente off the iron. Central York 26, Delone Catholic 18. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
shout out to Brock Lane Films, who's in the building tonight. And I know everyone's looking for
Laura
Kate's
Knobloch
edits
with the
from
bucket,
Dave
her
Visual.
first points tonight. And a travel called on Jasmine Parker. And a trap set up there.
Oh, Bella
And a break
Chiamente
for the
for
ball.
the steal. Loose ball.
Chiamente. Caitlin Schwartz now with the ball. Jump shot. Short. Gets it out to Kenzie Wright-Rawls.
She was looking to the pass to Jazz Parker, but it was quickly cut off by the Squarettes.
Some player substitutions now. Reese Meckley checking in along with Brielle Bachman for Delone Catholic.
You know, looking at these coaches on both sides, both Central York and Delone, a lot less action and spunk than our last set of coaches out
Yes.
here on the floor.
A little more reserve, yes, both coaches here. And those are the shots, Brandy, you need to make, particularly if you want to get back into this game. Delone Catholic down by 6 with just over a minute remaining here in the third quarter.
And Central has enough composure and guards to move the ball around and waste time on the clock.
Enough experience. They've been here before. And Delone Catholic, no stranger to success as well through the years under Coach Eckenrode. And Central York now content to take some time off the clock. We're under a minute to go. Kenzie Wright-Rawls near midcourt as the clock continues to bleed. And presuming that Central York's going to hold for the final shot here, Brandy, for the end of the third quarter.
And this is where we need a shot clock.
Yeah, it's been oftentimes debated. 3-point shot made.
And that's freshman Olivia McCaskill.
Olivia McCaskill with 7 points. And what a shot. Deep three by Delone and comes up short. At the end of the third quarter, Central York 29, Delone Catholic 20.
You know, Delone came back with a spark at the beginning of the third. They definitely looked like they were coming into a little bit more control. And then Central said, no, not today.
They have led all game right now after 3 quarters. And I guess I asked you, Brandy, this. For Delone Catholic, what do they need to do to get back into this game and prevail and punch their way to the county championships this Friday?
Well, first and foremost, they have to finish their layups when they get the opportunity. Second, they're going to have to come out and they're going to have to play some serious defense. They're going to have to get handier. They're definitely going to have to be more aggressive to try to create some of these turnovers so that they're able to move the ball around.
We'll see how this unfolds here in the fourth and final quarter of at least regulation, where the winner takes on the Dallastown Wildcats. See, a lot of the Dallastown Wildcat team has remained here with a keen interest in watching who will prevail.
And a quick thank you to our sponsors, Apple Automotive of York, Becky Rill of Your Medicare Solutions, Lamar Advertising Company, S3 Performance Training, and Inchinco Sports. We appreciate your support.
And we're underway here to start the fourth quarter. Deep three off the backboard and in.
I think that is the third bank three we've seen today. We saw one earlier from Grace Masser and 2 from Delone.
And wow, right, just like that, cuts into Central's lead, 29-23. The kick out.
And they're going to give an offensive foul on Painter.
Painter, yes. Her second foul tonight's game. 7:24 remaining here in regulation. Oh, blocked by Mackenzie Wright Rawls. Now in transition. Rawls goes to the net and fouled. Mackenzie Wright Rawls hits the floor hard, as did Caitlin Schwartz. Both players on their feet, but it's going to send Mackenzie Wright Rawls to the charity stripe.
You know, watching these girls out here, they are tough. They're scrappy, they're tough, they throw themselves on the ground. There is no lack of effort here tonight.
No doubt about it. And right now, Mackenzie Wright Rawls leads all scorers with 10 points. And you can see why she signed to play at the next level, a Division I scholarship. And a scramble for the ball.
Suarez recover.
Jump shot put up at Delone.
And it's going to be Suarez's ball.
Delone maintains possession. Down low to Schwartz. Caitlin Schwartz with 7 points.
Delone is certainly fighting.
Yes, they
Will
are.
Will it be enough here in the last 6 minutes? What do you think, Todd?
To overcome a lead here right now, they're just down by 5. But just when you think Delone's clawing back into this, Central pulls ahead. And now just under 6.5 minutes remaining here in regulation.
Oh, that would have been a perfect turnover.
McCaskill down low. and puts it in.
She is not afraid to get in there and get dirty.
And want to remind the viewers, she's only a freshman playing like an amazing talent. Olivia McCaskill with 9 points.
Well, both the boys and the girls for Central are starting a freshman. We have R.B. Ryan Brown Jr. and we have Olivia McCaskill.
McCaskill, yes.
Impressive.
And let's not forget Brooklyn Nace, a freshman as well for Central.
Yes, he did start several games as well.
Incredible.
A lot of young talent.
And the Central Athletics in general, you think of their football team and now their basketball team, both boys and girls. And we know the boys will be in the county championship. And right now, Central the girls knocking on the door for a potential county championship as well. But there's still plenty of time remaining, 5:13 to go here in regulation. It'll be Delone's ball. Jump shot off the iron. Short. McCaskill now brings the ball up court in transition.
Good pass to Bella Chiamente.
Chiamente rolls out of the basket.
That was a great pass.
Yes.
And a timeout
called by Sean Potts with 5:02 remaining in regulation. Be a good time to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Lamar Advertising Company. Becky Reel of Your Medicare Solutions with Keith and Becky Reel. Inch & Company Sports with John and Jeff Inch. And S3 Performance Training with John Turpak and Ron Johnson. All sponsors of this game tonight. We appreciate our sponsors. And we appreciate you, the fans, for tuning in tonight. And we're essentially night 2 of our broadcast. We'll be back tomorrow with the Boys County Championship featuring York High and Central. And then the girls take center stage this Friday. We know part of that equation involves Dallastown. Who will Dallastown play? Well, it'll either be Delone Catholic or Central York. And if Dallastown plays Central, they're no strangers. They've played already twice in the season. If memory serves me correct, that's one of the few losses by Central. Dallastown gave Central a loss in the regular season.
That is correct.
But Delone Catholic may have something to say about that right now with under 5 minutes to go. A 3-point shot off the iron. Chiamente now brings the ball up court.
Bella Chiamente looking for the foul there. Delone pressuring the ball up.
And a steal by Bella.
They're going to call a foul on Delone Catholic.
Mackenzie Wright-Rawls now with the ball.
Jasmine Parker for 2.
And Caitlin Schwartz slow to get up right now. Foul on the play, and the training staff tending to Caitlin Schwartz right now, and it'll be an injury timeout with 4:20 to go, and Central York with the lead 32-27. Again, as Caitlin Schwartz from Delone Catholic and being tended to by the training staff here.
Yeah, something you certainly don't want to see.
No, she's on her feet.
She is
slowly.
on her feet.
I don't know if maybe she got the wind knocked out of her from our vantage point, but
either that or something with her hip. She's definitely holding her side hip area there. Never want to see any injuries,
no,
especially
exactly.
when we're this far in the season.
And she is holding her right side of the hip, Brandy, as you mentioned. She's going to take a seat on the bench. Laura Knobloch checking back into the game. A deep three.
Oh, my goodness.
Short.
My mind thinks she did not think she was that far back when she took that shot.
Depth
Perception.
perception.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
Central York has the lead here, 32-27, and
So-
control the ball.
Yeah, it's a lead they've had all game tonight. And down to Jasmine Parker. Fouled on the play. It's going to send Jasmine to the charity stripe.
Speaking of Parkers, as Jasmine sinks the first foul shot, her brother Matthew played last night, and he will be playing tomorrow in the county championship.
And I'm sure their parents are hoping they'll be here again Friday with Central.
We'll just
A
call
full
them
week of basketball for
super
the Parker
fans.
family, yes.
Yes. And the father of the Parker family is also a representative for the PIAA.
Yeah.
And poor Ann has to keep them all under control. They're going to slow it up. Bella Chiamenti with the ball. Freshman Olivia McCaskill definitely had a clear
With
line
some
to the
moves.
basket
Yeah, she did
there.
it. But I think she thought twice maybe about taking some time off the clock with this lead.
Another shout out to Coach Wisner. Everyone's thinking about
Yes.
him. I know he's definitely
Sending our best to Coach Wisner as
yeah, I know
Hope
he's
he's
proud
watching.
of these girls.
Oh, no
yeah,
doubt about
hopefully
it.
he's watching this tonight.
it will be Delone Catholic's possession with 2:54 to go in regulation. A 6-point lead for Central right now, 33-27.
Delone is definitely going to have to sink some of these shots.
Timeout called by Coach Eckenrode with 2:44 remaining.
Although it's a two-possession game here, it has consistently been controlled by Central.
No doubt about
The
it.
closest that it got was what, between 1 or 2 points
Yeah,
there. Here coming out in the second half, Delone had a spurt, and then Central said, that's not happening.
Yeah, and they've been, as you said, Brandy, in control so far, but still plenty of time. 2:44 remaining for Delone Catholic. And as I mentioned, they're no stranger to success, this program under Coach Eckenrode. The battle of York versus Adams here in this matchup. And
Big thank you to Apple Automotive of York, Becky Rill of Your Medicare Solutions, Lamar Advertising Company, S3 Performance Training, and Inch & Go Sports.
we're back coming off the timeout. Delone Catholic with the possession. Jump shot. It'll be Central's possession. 2:35 remaining in regulation.
Although I don't have the statistics in front of me, I would be interested to see the Squarettes thinking that this is probably the least amount of points that they've scored in a long time.
Yeah, and a bit surprising as they come in with a 20. Oh, and a steal. An attempted steal there by Mackenzie Wright-Rawls. A little surprising considering this team comes in here with a 21-game winning streak.
That last possession, Mackenzie Wright-Rawls using her length again and her speed.
Yes.
She really, really helps that Central York defense there.
And you see Caitlin Schwartz back in for Delone Catholic. She has 6 points.
They have got to score.
Yeah, and you noticed all game it seems like they're taking their time offensively. And in the interim, time's melting away off the clock. There's Caitlin Schwartz there to under the net.
I'm surprised that at this point Delone is not pressing the ball more. I don't know what they're waiting for.
time is not on their side right now as Central has the possession. Under 90 seconds remaining here, and a scramble for the ball. Timeout called rather wisely by Coach Sean Potts with 1:24 to go. Your score, Central York 33, Delone Catholic 27. Go ahead, Brandy.
Delone Catholic not happy with that timeout call, looking for a walk. Refs called a timeout as soon as Bella hit the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And much to the dismay of the Delone Catholic faithful here. Your leading scorer, well, for Central, it's Mackenzie Wright-Rawls with 10 points. And Olivia McCaskill has 9 points, the freshman for Central York. And looking at Delone Catholic, Megan Jacoby has 8 points. These points all add up right now to a Central lead, 33-27 over Delone Catholic. It'll be Central's possession coming off the timeout. Olivia McCaskill with the ball. She is a freshman for the Panthers.
Scarlettes went for the steal there. Almost took out the
score tables down there. I did see that. Our friend Andy Bria kind of had to hold her up there from crashing into the table. 1:05 to go in regulation.
And now we're headed to 1-1.
Let's go send Emily Krauthamel to the charity stripe.
I want to thank York Tech for hosting these games.
Yes.
It's a beautiful facility. Love their scoreboard.
It certainly comes in handy for us broadcasters to be able to look up to the left or right of us and always see the point total and the time on the clock. Not all gyms in the area feature this, and I believe this is the only gym in the area with video screens on both ends of the court. A tremendous facility here at York Tech. And I have a feeling, I want to remind the fans, if you're planning on coming out here tomorrow night, you may want to arrive early. I feel it's going to be a standing room only crowd as York High battles Central York tomorrow. A lot of missed shots too, Brandy. I don't know what the shooting percentage is for Delone Catholic, but again, only 27 points, and you're not going to win a lot of games just scoring 27 points.
Yeah, I hate to say this because I certainly, with 46 seconds, there's plenty of time, but this could be a good thing for Delone going into districts. A 21-game winning streak is hard to hold on to. They usually have a deep district run.
Yes.
This could be the motivation they need to go further in districts.
Interesting perspective, yes. Sometimes it's a wake-up call. Bella Ciamente now hits double digits with 10 points. Matches her teammate Mackenzie Wright-Rawls with 10 points. And Olivia McCaskill with 9. And a 10-point lead for Central York.
They have got to shoot the ball.
Down low to Ella Hughes, 6'2" junior with her first points. .28 seconds remaining. And looking ahead here right now, Brandy, I mean, potentially a third matchup featuring Central and Dallastown. Your thoughts on that potential matchup if Central holds here with 28 seconds remaining?
Honestly, with everything that Central has going for them, I can't imagine that Dallastown is going to be able to pull that out. I really think that Central has something special with Coach Wisner. They're playing for something bigger than basketball, which I think is going to continue to propel them for sure. I also think it would be pretty special here that Central York girls and boys would be playing for the championship.
And it really says something about Central York athletics. We know about their football prowess in the area, but now that you carry over to their basketball program, not just the boys, but the girls team, potentially here knocking on the door of a county championship.
But, Dallastown's not going to let them have it easy, for sure.
And a long pass. Yeah, they're well coached by longtime coach Jay Rexroth. And the two best teams potentially right here for the county championship. Emily Krauthamel back to the charity stripe.
As you're watching this game, please make sure we do not have a player of the game here in the semis, but we do look for the MVP of the tournament. If you have any suggestions, feel free to reach out and let us know.
And as many fans know, I'll try to get maybe a picture with a player that we feel that contributed to the win. I've been doing that all series. I'll continue to do that during the course of this series all week. 38-29, Central York. And
Delone coach now calling off all fouling, and they're going to concede to this ball game.
And Central York with the win, 38-29 over Delone Catholic, and Central York advances to the YAIAA Girls Championship game, which will be played this Friday right here at York Tech Fieldhouse. Your thoughts, Brandy?
It certainly was not the game that I thought it was going to be, but again, from that positive outlook, this is probably what the Squirrelettes need as they're going into districts to set them up. Central York has a special year this year. Both girls and boys, it's going to be something pretty special.
It should be.
They're going to put on a good show. Dallastown is going to put on a good show for the girls. It's not going to be an easy game. And as we have seen twice already, a 3-point game now between York High and Central. They will also be putting on something pretty spectacular.
And I think York High is playing for a lot of motivation as well tomorrow night right here on this hardwood floor. They want that championship, and they want, of course, knock Central off, something that the Panthers have had their number this year. But what will happen tomorrow night? Well, you'll just have to tune into Sports Shooting Stars. A tip-off scheduled for 7 p.m. tomorrow night from here at York Tech Fieldhouse, as will be the Girls Championship Friday. It'll be solo action for games tomorrow and Friday, no doubleheader. It'll be for the championships. The boys first up tomorrow, and then the girls Friday, Brandy.
And a quick thank you again for all of our sponsors tonight. York Medicare Solutions by Becky Rill, Apple Automotive of York, Lamar Advertising Company, S3 Performance Training, and Inchin Company. We appreciate all of the sponsors who have sponsored throughout the entire season and continue to help us bring the game to you.
They all stepped up kind of with a game-winning shots for us to be here tonight as we bring the game to you. And thank you for tuning in tonight. A great series of games tonight. Of course, Dallastown won the opening matchup, and Central York won the second game, and of course this all sets up for the girls championship game to be played here again Friday night. Tip-off scheduled for 7 p.m. and Sports Shooting Stars will be here all week as we bring the game to you. And I want to give some point totals here for Central York, the winners, again 38-29. Mackenzie Wright-Rawls, Bella Ciamente both scored 10 points. Olivia McCaskill, the freshman phenom, with 9 points, and Emily Krauthamel finished with 6 points for Central York. The leading scorer for Delone Catholic, Megan Jacoby, had 8 points. This all, of course, adds up to a big Central York win for Coach Wisner, and I see a lot of T-shirts that the players wear and a lot of fans in attendance as well and supporting Coach Wisner. As you mentioned, it may be a lot bigger for Central than just playing there on the hardwood floor.
Well, I'm looking for an exciting next 2 days. and looking forward to everyone tuning in.
Yes, we welcome you back tomorrow night for essentially night 3 of our broadcast. Again, the boys championship. If you're planning on coming out here tomorrow night, you may want to arrive early. And it's going to be a standing room only crowd as York High battles Central York for the boys championship. And then, of course, Friday night, the girls take center stage right here at York Fieldhouse as Dallastown takes on Central York. Should be a great series of games. We want to thank again our sponsors and thank you, the fans, for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow night. For Todd Edwards,
Brandy Shope.
good night.